Hey guys, what's going on? It's Vic here, back with another Madden 23 rebuild. In today's episode, we're going to be rebuilding the New England Patriots, but with the new addition of Kion White and Christian Gonzalez, my bad, sorry about that. Meant to say his first name, but anyways, I just, guys, want to let you know that this is my second rebuild that I'm posting to you guys today. My first one was a Houston Texans rebuild, and I also did a Joey Porter rebuild before that. I am the quickest to the news, quickest to the content, and I'm the quickest in the bedroom. I'm talking -2 seconds. You don't even gotta take anything off.
What did he say?
And I'm done, boys. Got it? I am the quickest there, so make sure you like and or subscribe. But this is what we got going on for the team. Overall, on paper, good offense. Mac Jones still has some things to work out. A lot of people have already said that he has already hit a ceiling, which I can kind of see. He's the plug-and-play player. That's what you get whenever you have a plug-and-play quarterback, because quarterbacks needs to constantly develop. People like offensive linemen or receivers or running backs are more like plug-and-plays players. But anyways, Ramondre Stevenson, James Robinson, Juju, Devontae Parker, Tyquan Thornton, who I'm going to move up a little bit, and I'm also going to move him in the slot as well because one of my subscribers always loves him. Also, looking at the offensive line, very good. Did they lose Isaiah Wynn? Doesn't matter. He sucks anyways. Defensively, looking into it, they got Kion White, who I am going to start over Dietrich Wise because he will just last longer. Josh Uche, who actually had a really good season in real life, but for some reason they're only giving him an 81 overall. Matt Judon, Kyle Duggar, Jabril Peppers, Jonathan Jones, and of course Christian Gonzalez, who I am going to start at the defensive back number 1 because he does have superstar dev. Rest of the team looks pretty good. Keon White, I'm going to move up. May cut Adrian Phillips a little bit later, but Juan Bentley and Tavai are going to start right now. So anyways, let's move in to the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark, 4-3, second in the division. Remember, this is one of the best divisions in football now, so we're going to have to look out for that. Always keeping auto-generated rookies. As always, it's way too early to determine the draft. Oh, well, we all know Caleb Williams is going number 1. Yeah, we all thought before the season even started that Sam Howell was going to be a top 5 pick, but look at him now. Anyways, Jabril Peppers has a breakout challenge. That's fine, I guess. I'm probably not going to remember it, nor will he probably actually get it because the AI is retarded 90% of the time. But let's see what we got here for the Scouting National Focus. I am going to want to do middle linebacker. Definitely need it there. And yeah, let's see what we got for the rest of the team as we're going to do players ready to negotiate. And we are going to have Mike Gesicki. Want him back 4 years. Okay, he's only 26. I thought he was like 28. Okay, I'm cool with 4 years with him. Nick Folk, 37. Damn, he can walk. Miles Bryant isn't bad, but I have Jack Jones, Marcus Jones, Jonathan Jones. I have all the Jones. I don't need more depth at DB. I'm okay for right now. Everyone else here is fine. Trace McSorley deserves a 20-year deal. Anyways, let's move in to the playoffs. And we missed the playoffs, 8-9. Wow. Okay. Damn. Everyone else just went 10-7 and went to the playoffs and just left us behind, which could happen in real life. It's a very tough division. Mac Jones did really good, actually, other than his pass rating. 5th best offense, 16th best defense. 20. Never mind. Mac Jones did terrible. 26 interceptions is baffling. 94 passer rating, good amount of touchdowns, a lot of yards. 26. 1,100 yards, 4.0 per carry, 11 touchdowns. I may have to replace Mac Jones. If there's a good enough QB, I will replace Mac Jones. 101 receptions, 1,400 yards for Juju. Looks like the receivers 8. Tyquan Thornton, 1,100 yards. Devontae Parker, 1,000 yards. Looking at it defensively, Juan Bentley, 124 tackles for a loss, 11 for Kion White. Sacks is going to be 9.5 for Judon, 7.5 for Kion White. Good rookie season. 2 interceptions for Christian Gonzalez. Safeties on team, 0 defensive touchdowns is 1 for Christian Gonzalez. So, anyways, let's see what we got here for the offseason, not the file staff, please. And the Chiefs beat the Falcons in the Super Bowl with Bijan Robinson. Patrick Mahomes wins the Super Bowl MVP, and Dak Prescott wins the league MVP, which is something Cowboys fans will never hear. You can't win MVP and Offensive Player of the Year. I don't think that's how that works. Mike McCarthy wins Coach of the Year. Myles Garrett, Defensive Player of the Year. There are no rookie awards for the Patriots, unfortunately. Not even Keon White or Christian Gonzalez, which is unfortunate. Let's see what we got. Offensively, Hunter Henry gets superstar. Glad we signed him when we did. Defensively, Christian Gonzalez stays at a superstar. Keon White stays at a star. Christian Barmore gets star development, which is good. And then everyone else just seems the same, unfortunately, but we could fix that in free agency. Let's move into the re-signings. In the AFC East, their left tackle and their punter both retire. That's okay. And looking at the players ready to negotiate, I'm pretty sure there's no one else here that I do want. Nick Folk suddenly wants to come back. Everyone else here just don't have an interest in. I'll drop them all and get a new punter and kicker. Let's hit free agency. After free agency, we got a punter, a kicker, and we got Cam Dantzler as depth. Not really that strong of a free agency class, but let's move in to the draft. And again, every single time I pick a middle linebacker, they always have normal dev. It's so frustrating. Quincy Parrish out of Georgia, he's definitely going to be the starter, so that way I can get his reps in, so that way he can be the #1 guy, but he was my first round pick. In the second round, I'm picking up left tackle Scott Paulson out of Wisconsin. He was apparently supposed to be a first round pick, and everyone just passed on him. So I'm going to move him to right tackle. He's going to be my Isaiah Wynn replacement. And in the third round, I'm picking up defensive back Lyle Autry out of Georgia Tech. Hidden development, 96 jumping is crazy. He's going to be pretty good. And here we are after the draft. Paulson is a 72 overall, so that ended up being a good second round pick. I'm going to officially move him to right tackle to be the replacement for Isaiah Wynn, who was a first round pick. And let's auto-generate that so that way he moves back there. Defensively, I need to move Parrish, who's a 73 overall. He's not a bad player. He's just unfortunate on his development. Buckley is there. Kion White is going to start over Wise. Again, Gonzalez is going to move up. I have too many DBs here. I might have to cut Jack Jones or Marcus Jones because my other guy isn't even showing up. Autry. Sorry, Patriots fans. I know this hurts you. Jack Jones. I'm sorry. I need my other defensive back to actually start because he has development. Yeah, he's a 67, but hey, I need him to develop. Marcus Jones and Jack Jones are not going to develop. They're just going to be depth pieces for their entire career on this team. It's just as simple as that. I hate to do it, but have to do it. We're going to move Autry up to the slot. Uche is going to rush off the edge. Kion White, I would like Kion White to play a little bit more. Adrian Phillips, actually, I'm going to cut Adrian Phillips. Just don't need him on the team. He's a second string player anyways. Specialist, Wentmilly Parrish is going to be the starter all around, just that way he can get maybe a development is what matters to me. And got all that. As you guys already know, development is kind of the only thing that does matter in Madden. Gasicki, offensively. Why did Tyquan Thornton not get start ev? He had 1,100 yards and 5 touchdowns. I'm giving him start ev. I didn't notice that in the previous season. I'm going to give him start ev. 1,100 yards is nothing to shake your head about, dude. It's a pretty good season. We're going to move him to wide receiver 3. I don't need Kendrick Bourne. I'm probably going to have to draft another receiver. Anyways, let's move in to the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are 3-3, third in the division. It's our offense that's bad. It may be... Yeah, there wasn't good enough quarterback to replace Mac Jones. Do I need middle linebacker? Juan Bentley's honestly fine. I guess I'll take wide receiver, if anything. It's also the strength of the class because I need to replace Devontae Parker, Kendrick Bourne. Tyquan's going to be a slot. Players ready to negotiate. Let's see what we got here. Kyle Duggar, you need to stay, bro. You can take the money that you want. Mike Anenwu, you're going to do a 6-year deal with us, and you have an interest in staying. You re-sign Jabril. I need him to re-sign as well. He re-signs. And then Trent Brown, I'll do a 4-year deal if that piques your interest. He re-signs as well. Juan Bentley, I want to see how far he regresses. I think he'll be a good depth piece. It's just a regression problem for me. I'll wait on that. Jonathan Jones, I'll do another 1-year deal with. I know he's just going to be decent throughout his career. Hunter Henry, I thought I already did didn't I do a 4-year contract with you? No, that was Mike Gesicki. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to re-sign you then if I have Mike Gesicki. I completely forgot about that. Josh Uche, I want to re-sign. Devontae Parker's old. Kendrick Bourne is just old and useless. James Robinson, if he wants to be here, I'll give him a cheap contract. But anyways, guys, apart from that, let's move in to the playoffs if we can even make them. And we go 8-9 again and miss the playoffs. Damn, dude. We're an 87 overall team too, which isn't bad. Is Mac Jones the problem? His pass rating sucks. 18th best offense in the NFL. 11th best defense. Honestly, not even a bad season. 14 interceptions. I would like him to get it down a little bit more. It's just the pass rating is not good. Ramondre, 14 touchdowns. 3.8 isn't good, though. Juju, 1,200 yards. Tyquan Thornton, 1,000 yards. Hunter Henry having a decent season. Defensively, Quincy Parrish, I believe that should be worth star dev. 123 tackles. Christian Barmore, 20 tackles. Tackles for a loss. 11 for Josh Uche. And for sacks is 11 for Josh Uche. Kyle Duggar, 3 interceptions. Safeties on the team is 2 for Christian Barmore. 0 defensive touchdowns. So hopefully Parrish does get star dev, but let's move in to the offseason. And the Titans beat down on the Giants in the Super Bowl. Azeez Al-Shire wins the Super Bowl MVP. Jalen Hurts wins the league MVP. There are no awards here, unfortunately, for the New England Patriots. Please let my middle linebacker have star dev. I would really appreciate that. Anyways, offensively, Hunter Henry gets X Factor. For what? He didn't even have 1,000 yards. I'm still not re-signing him. I don't care if he has X Factor now. He's just going to keep regressing into the ground. And yeah, defensively, we have Christian Barmore gets Superstar, probably for his 2 safeties. Autry has Superstar. I'm glad that I cut my other DB. Cam Dantzler as well. Josh Uche. Buckley has Star Dev. He looks mad. Dude, look at that. That's a scary face right there. Parrish does not get Star Dev, so unfortunately he's just going to be a depth guy for me. Waste of a first-round pick. Anyways, let's move into the re-signings. And at the AFC East, retiring Riley Reeve retires. Aaron Rodgers retires. That's good for our division, even though the Jets only went 7-10. But let's see what we got to the re-signings and negotiations. One Bentley still an 85. I don't want to pay him this much. Can I drop it a little bit? He's just not interested. That's fine. Hunter Henry, again, X Factor though. He has X Factor, but I already signed Gesicki. I don't need 2 tight ends. He can walk. Josh Uche, I'm going to re-sign for sure. He needs to come back at 11 sacks. He was the sack leader on our team. James Robinson suddenly just doesn't have an interest in being on our team. I'm still going to offer him this, and he still wants to hit free agency. Everyone else here can just walk. Not interested. So anyways, it's now time to move in to the free agency. So after free agency, I got Juan Bentley back on a cheaper deal than I originally offered him, so that's good. And then I also got Ed Oliver to beef up our defensive line. We should be pretty good. It's about Mac Jones stepping up and getting a receiver, so let's move in to the draft. Okay, so there's a QB here that looks 6'5", 244, and out of LSU, he's already 23, but look, elite strength, good throw power. He's great across the board in athleticism, A awareness, A break sack, B accuracy for medium and deep, A throw under pressure. I'm choosing him over Mac Jones. Mac Jones has been terrible. Out of LSU, 6'5" improviser Dante Webster. He's going to be taking Mac Jones' number. 90 overall, 87 acceleration, 79 speed. 79 speed to 87 acceleration is quite the difference, but he's going to be the new QB. Mac Jones was just not cutting it, so he's going to be the new guy. In the 4th round, I'm picking up middle linebacker Quincy Patton out of South Carolina. Hidden development, 6'2", 247, 87 speed, 89 acceleration, B tackle. Sees across the board, but hey, he's pretty good for a 4th round pick. Now, this is the team after the draft. Ooh, Winter is actually pretty good. 77 overall. He got him in the 3rd round. Parker Winter, 99 speed, 93 acceleration. Didn't think it would be a 77. Then also picked up Murray in the 2nd round. But I don't know if that's going to be good enough. Weber is a 72 overall. Got a good offensive line. What do we necessarily need? Patton is only a 68 overall. Do I pick up another DB? Not really. Our D-line is fine. I don't know what I need to do with Mac Jones, so I guess I'm going to trade him away for I feel like a 2nd round pick would be fair for Mac Jones. So I want to trade him out of the division, get him out of here, and completely be done with him. So let's quickly do this. Who actually needs QB? It's going to be the Broncos. I want to get them in a different conference. The Chargers are the same conference. The Commanders need a QB. They're a different conference. Give me your 2nd round pick for Mac Jones. Goes right through. Mac Jones is off to the Commanders. This is going to be our new setup. Winter is going to be there, and he's already a higher overall than Tyquan Thornton, which is a little sad. But anyways, we got our new QB. Maybe he'll develop in time, maybe not. Wise, I'm honestly going to cut, dude. He's 30. Keon White's been starting the entire time. Going to save $3 million in cap if we cut him too. So best lineup. Got this again. Specialist. Bentley, Tavai. Parrish, I'm going to start. Well, actually, no. I'm going to start Bentley just because he's better. Tavai's going to be behind him. Tyquan Thornton, Murray. Tyquan Thornton's going to be the slot. Offensively, got everything else here. Happy with the team for right now. We may have taken a step back with QB, but 26 interceptions in year 1, not really getting it done in year 2. But let's move in to the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are 3-4. We have a rookie quarterback, but come on, man. I mean, our passing game is 11th. Our defensive rushing game is 32nd. Really? I feel like we have a really good defensive line with 2 superstars on it, so I'm kind of confused on how that's working out right now. I guess I'll set my scouting national focus to defensive tackle. Maybe we need depth at the defensive tackle position, and that's the problem we're having. And if that is the problem, then I'm going to go to free agency and pick up a depth defensive tackle right now to see if we can maybe solve that. Let's see what we got. Bridge player, Andrew Billings. Sure, we're going to sign Andrew Billings just to fix that problem because for some reason we're 32nd when we have superstar Christian Barmore, Keon White, and Ed Oliver. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Anyways, let's see what we got at the upgrades. Billings, Juju. Juju, I do want back. 3 years is fine with me. He resigns. Christian Gonzalez doesn't want to be here, but guess what, Christian Gonzalez? You know, you're supposed to have a 5-year deal because you are a rookie, because you would get a 5th-year option. So I'm going to give him that. And then Kion White will probably be here as well. Matthew Judon, give him a little bit better of a contract. He needs to stay a superstar, best edge rusher on the team. Stevenson is going to need to stay as well, even though he hasn't had extraordinary seasons. David Andrews, I'm fine with the 2-year deal with him. Not insane, though. Jonathan Jones, 1-year deal again. I have Cam Dantzler, Autry as well. I'm honestly going to let Jonathan Jones walk. Christian Barmore is a guy I need back. I can't negotiate right now. Kion White should not be here. He should be on a 4-year deal because he was a 2nd-round pick, not a 5-year deal. But should not be a 3-year deal either. So we're going to give him his 4-year deal. And apart from that, guys, hopefully we can actually make the playoffs this time. Let's move in to the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs going 7-10. I guess our rookie quarterback just isn't good either. Well, yeah, he had a very bad, worse than Mac Jones. 31st best offense, 5th best defense. 20 interceptions. Oh no, 83. We should have just rocked with Mac Jones. 10 touchdowns, 4.0 per carry, 1,000 yards. Mike Gesicki, 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns. Juju, 10 touchdowns. Defensively, 1 Bentley, 125 tackles for a loss. 17 for Matt Judon, sacks. 11 for Ed Oliver. Interceptions, 3 for 1 Bentley. Safeties on the team is 1 for Matthew Judon. Defensive touchdowns is 1 for Christian Gonzalez. Hopefully we can salvage this. Maybe there's a free agency QB, but let's move in to the offseason. And the Chiefs beat the Eagles again in the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes wins the Super Bowl MVP. Jalen Hurts wins the league MVP. There are no awards here for the New England Patriots. Horrible rookie season from a rookie quarterback. I don't know whether or not to give him another chance or just straight up trade for a QB. I don't know. Let's see what's in free agency. Maybe need another receiver too. Winter's solid, but not crazy. No upgrades offensively. Defensively, Matt Judon has X factor now. Cam Dantzler, Autry really hasn't gone up much. Still going to let him walk. And yeah, Bentley gets start Ev, but team is solid overall. It's just a quarterback problem. Let's move into the re-signings. In the AFC East, Kyle Van Noy retires on the Jets. I completely forgot about Kyle Van Noy. He was irrelevant after he left, the Patriots? Yeah. Jonathan Jones going to let walk. Christian Barmore, I cannot let walk. We have quite a bit of money, too. He's going to test out free agency? Absolutely not. I'm going to tag him. Devon Godchuk can walk. Devy can walk. Yeah, I'm going to tag Christian Barmore. He is not leaving. Anyways, guys, apart from that, let's move in to free agency. So, Jalen Hurts was in free agency, went to the Steelers. I offered him the most money, the most years, the best contract. As you can see, he had no interest. Neither did anyone else in free agency except Christian Darrisaw, who I didn't need. Javonte Williams didn't even have interest with us, except I paid him big time to be with us because our team sucks. But let's get into the draft. In the first round, I'm picking up defensive tackle James German out of Washington. 90 strength, 80 jumping, 79 acceleration, hidden depth to help with one of the worst defensive rushing games in the league. I don't know why, but it is the way it is. Now, this is the team going into the 4th and final season. Apparently, the CPU picked up the secondary tight end. The offense kind of remained the same throughout the entire thing, except getting Javonte Williams and a new right tackle, which is a little unfortunate. Weber, you're going to have to step up. We haven't even made the playoffs yet, which is so unfortunate. He's just going to have to go from a Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson didn't do amazing in his rookie year, then went to MVP his next season. He's going to have to pull that. German, Moreland, Shields. Oh my God, the CPU picked up so much defensive line help. We should have no problem on the defensive line now. The defense looks great. Autry, I'm going to move up over Marcus Jones. Gonzalez has been doing very good. Anyways, let's move in to the 4th and final season and the playoffs. And no way, 12-5, top the division. Honestly, our division was pretty weak throughout the video, but in real life, they're pretty strong. Here to face the 88 overall Ravens versus the 88 overall Patriots, coming off a loss to the Browns, probably would have given us the first seed. Stats and awards, Weber, oh my God. He pulled a Lamar Jackson in year 2. 2nd best offense, 4th best defense, 5,000 yards, 44 touchdowns. Yeah, interceptions is still a big problem with him. 105 passing, still a great season. Javonte, 12 touchdowns, 5.5 per carry, 600 yards. Javonte definitely helps with that. Juju, 15 touchdowns, 1,300 yards. That's going to be superstar dev. Tyquan Thornton, 13 touchdowns, 1,000 yards. And Parker Winter, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns defensively. Quincy Parrish, 112 tackles for a loss, 16 for Kion White. Sacks, 12.5 for Ed Oliver, 12.5 for Judon. Interceptions, 2 for Marcus Jones. Safeties is 1 for Judon and 1 for Barmore. Defensive touchdowns is 0. Crazy how this team flipped in 1 year. But let's see what we got against the Baltimore Ravens. Look at our team ranks. Balling out. I never play the wild card round. Please, EA, don't screw me. It's a fair fight here. And we beat them by 3 points. Here to face the 85 overall Tennessee Titans. We're a whole 3 overall is higher than them. Let's move into the divisional. And I noticed right before I started this that Hunter Henry, the X Factor, is on the Tennessee Titans as they're going to have a 7-0 start. Are the Patriots in a dome right now? What? Am I missing something? It looks like they're in a dome. Did they completely change their stadium? All right. Anyways, 10-20 and 10-27. Oh, wow. This is crazy. Yeah, they have a Jumbotron. They're in a dome. I don't know what happened to their stadium, but we're going to move on to the conference championship. And here we are against the Kansas City Chiefs, who are only an 89 overall. So this is doable. This could happen in the final season. Let's move into it. And we are in a snow game in Kansas City, 7-0 start, 7-7 now, 7-10. Their offense is always on fire, but ours seems to be on fire as well. We have the second best offense and the fourth best defense, 21-17. I'm surprised how good our offense is holding, 28-17, my bad. And what do we got? Come on. Come on, 28-23, 35-23. I think that might be it. Just hold the ball. There you go. We're going to the Super Bowl. What a turnaround from no playoffs appearance in so long to Weber having 5 touchdowns. Going crazy. Let's move into the Super Bowl. And here we are in the Super Bowl in the 4th and final season, here to face Bijan Robinson and the 10-7 Falcons, as they are an 86 overall. We're an 88 overall. What are the development upgrades? Weber, he only stays at star just because, unfortunately, he had 18 interceptions. Juju gets superstar. That's good. Defensively, Ed Oliver gets X Factor. Don't get to see these guys' developments. Autry, Christian Gonzalez, unfortunately, didn't get X Factor in this video. But still, very good. Very happy that we actually got to the Super Bowl in the final year. Let's move into it. Patriots and Falcons 28-3 rematch, by the way. And the Falcons get the home field advantage against the Patriots, so that way they can make up for the 28-3 loss. I know the Falcons fans probably hate hearing that. 14-3. Hey, remember the last time the Falcons had a big lead? Doesn't matter. Don't care. I probably do care because it's Madden and it actually has unrealistic things happen. But anyways, 37. Oh, yeah, I think that's the Falcons weren't gonna allow it this time. I mean, we didn't. Oh, no way. Oh, we made a comeback, but it wasn't enough. I was like, no way on that final drive. We actually didn't convert the 2-point conversion, is what happened. So that's unfortunate. Imagine if we hit overtime on that comeback. That would have been crazy, but we are going to lose in the final game of the season. Still a successful rebuild because we did make it to the Super Bowl. That's all I need to consider a rebuild to be successful. But very, very interesting end to this video and to the rebuild. Surprised that happened at the very end as well. Built a pretty solid team. Wasn't really too happy with it. Desmond Ridder wins the Super Bowl MVP. And there are no awards here for the New England Patriots, as always. But still, it was a solid offense. The offense really didn't change that much. The offensive line was pretty solid to start with. And I just really needed a new quarterback. I got a new running back. Then everything after that was just meh. Defense, kind of the same as well. Had Ed Oliver join the team, and that's kind of about it. And Cam Dantzler with the starters. But anyways, guys, apart from that, let me know which team you'd like me to rebuild next. Trying to post 2 videos a day to get these out. And I'll see you guys all in the next one.